Hello, everyone. Welcome to Everything Arsenal. Time for the big one, the match preview against Manchester City. These days, this is our biggest game of the season. It's no longer Man United. It's no longer Tottenham. It's no longer Chelsea. It's Manchester City. This is our biggest game of the season. And Man City have started on fire so far. 4 wins out of 4. For us, 3 wins and a draw. And this time, we're playing them away from home first. If I'm not wrong, last season, yes, we definitely played them at our place first in October and then at their place second. And the previous season, when they beat us home and away 3-1 and 4-1. We also played them at home first and then away from home second, and that was like within a month or something in the second part of the season. So this time around, we're going to their place first, and then next up, we're going to play them at home next year. And it's a huge one. It's an absolutely big game. I am so happy. We are so lucky that we won last week against Tottenham, because had we lost to Tottenham last week, we would have been coming to this game 5 points behind Man City, and the pressure would have been unbearable, because we'd have been like, okay, if they beat us 8 points ahead, doesn't matter how early it is into the season, it's going to be very hard to catch up with them. But now we are coming into this game only 2 points behind them. A draw is not the end of the world. Obviously, they'll still be 2 points behind. We'll still be 2 points behind them. A win will be, I mean, that would be absolutely crazy. You haven't won there since 2015, 2016 or something. That would be absolutely huge if you actually went there a week after beating Tottenham away from home as well, without Rice last week, without Odegaard this week. That would be absolutely incredible. And would I take a defeat before fast? A defeat would take us 5 points behind Man City. Now, that wouldn't mean the league is over yet, but you don't want to put ourselves with so much work to do even in September. Even if we lose the game, the title race is not over. Even if we win the game, the title race is definitely not over. We'll still just be 1 point ahead of them. But there's a lot more that happens if you get a result in this game. You know, the momentum, you go into the next few games knowing that, okay, a tough week, we've beaten Tottenham, we've drawn with Atalanta, we've won or drawn with Man City. That would be huge, like going into the rest of the games. And if they beat us, their confidence will be high even more, because they'll know 5 wins out of 5. We've beaten Chelsea away from home. We've beaten Arsenal as well. Now, like, their confidence will be high. But a draw. Let's talk about a draw first, because a lot of people have been saying, including Rodri, that Arsenal went there to draw against them last season. Drawing against Man City is not the end of the world. Actually, there's a stat that I saw from the Premier League yesterday that, the team that finishes runners up and the team that finishes first, usually the team that finishes second beats the team that finishes first at their place. So it's not like it's as easy as it's usually meant to be when it's Arsenal, like, oh, Arsenal need to go to Man City and win if they are going to win the title. That is not the case. Man City have not lost at home for 2 years, over 2 years now, so it's not as easy as that. But if you go there and you win the game, that would be absolutely huge. Last season, he did not win the title because he didn't beat Man City. No, that was not the case. He picked up 4 points against them. That is big. Any team that picks up 4 points against their title rivals, that is big. That is good. 4 points is good. Even if you draw both games, that is absolutely fine. You just have to beat the rest of the teams. We didn't win the league before because we didn't beat Aston Villa, we didn't score against them, because we didn't beat Fulham in any of the games, because we lost to West Ham at home. Those are the games that cost us the title, not drawing it Man City at their place. Had we won, yes, we'd have won the title, but that is not the reason. We went there and we played very, very well, and the pack the bus thing. By the way, fun fact, the pack the bus thing, Arsenal actually had more shots on target than Man City at the Etihad last season. They only had 1, we had 2, so whatever. So it's going to be a big game. I don't expect us to attack that much. I don't know if Odegaard was there, if it would have been different in terms of creating more chances. Are we now going to take that approach of totally defending because Odegaard is not there to create a couple of chances here and there? Because last season when he played them at the Etihad, the first 20 minutes of that game, we actually had like 3 or 4 openings, and I think 2 or 3 of them dropped to Jesus. Right, like one was like on the left side, and then he had a shot of target just a bit, almost went in, and then the next one is just outside the box. So we had a few opportunities in the first half, and then obviously in the second half as well. There's a time Odegaard gave the pass to Saka, and then Saka whipped in across, and then Jesus didn't get to it. Those were like 3 openings for us, and then the last one again for Trossard in the last minutes of the game, where we could easily have taken the lead as well. So we did have a few openings, and I think that is what you're going to need to do again. Just like Inter Milan both teams drew 0-0 in midweek, and what you saw from Inter Milan is that they defended very, very well. Man City did have chances. You're going to have a good defense, and your goalkeeper is going to need a couple of saves, and also you're going to need a bit of luck, and then you need to take advantage of the There are frailties because if Damian shot, for example, against Man City in the midweek, Inter Milan would have taken the lead. Like Inter Milan did also have a couple of opportunities, but they didn't take advantage of them when Lautaro Martinez came in as well. So you are going to have opportunities. You're going to have a time where the left back is going to push forward, Saka is going to get an opportunity. The right decision has to be made. Trossard is going to get an opening. Havertz might get an opening. All those players who get an opening have to take advantage of that. The right back, whether it's going to be Lewis or Walker, whoever goes forward, if it's Martinelli or Sterling or Trossard playing on that side, we have to take advantage. So you're not going to get too many chances. You're not going to go to Man City and have 20 shots. That is not possible. I don't expect them to have 20 shots against us as well. I think it's going to be a bit of a tight game as usual the last couple of seasons again, the last season against Man City, where the games are very, very tight. Now, we usually do approach these games. The last game against Man City, the first one that we played them last season at the Emirates Stadium, both managers were cautious. It got to like the 60th minute and it looked like Guardiola was happy with the draw. It looked like Arsenal and Atlanta were happy with the draw. No one was really attacking it until we got that Martinelli goal. The second one, they felt like they needed to win because they were at home. And at that time, are they behind us? Or no, I think they were ahead of us, right? But yeah, we were very close to each other and they felt like they needed to win just to, put us away, but they didn't, and we got a 0-0. So this season, I don't know if it's going to be the same. I don't know if they're going to both feel like, okay, it's too early in the season. It's more of a must not lose than a must win. I don't know if both managers are going to feel that way, or Ate is going to feel like this is the time we can beat them and take advantage of this title race. Let's go top of the table. Or will Guardiola feel like, let's put them to bed this early? Let's go 5 points ahead of them. I don't know. It could be either one. So we're not expecting 3-3s or 4-4s. Those days are over. The managers are very, very tactical and the technical. It's going to be a close game. Again, if it's a draw, it's going to be a 0-0 or 1-1. If it's a win, it's going to be a 1-0 or 2-1 or something like that. I can't see a lot of goals. We have a very, very good defense. And they have a Haaland who's on absolute form, and it's very tough to know what to expect. But I do expect a tight game. But it's tough to know whether if Saliba and Gabriel keep Haaland quiet again after Haaland has just scored a hat-trick and a brace in the last 3 games, then they're 100% the best defense in the world. They don't want to hear anything about defenders again after that. But I do expect him to get a couple of chances. He might score in this game, but let's just wait and see. So at the moment, we are 5th on the table. By the time we play that game, we're going to be 6th if Brighton or Nottingham, one of them win. I don't really mind that at all. It's Man City I'm really looking at. I'm not looking at Chelsea ahead of us or Aston Villa ahead of us. That's not what I'm looking for. At this time, we've played Aston Villa away, we've played Tottenham away, we've played Man City away. Hopefully we beat them. That is fine. If we get through those 3 games, as long as we're in and around, that is absolutely fine. Even if we draw it Man City tomorrow, we'll be like 4th or 5th or something. That is absolutely fine. After that, the games become easy. We have now home games coming up. We have had to play 3 very, very tough away games in the Premier League so far. So interesting game, man. Interesting game. It's going to be interesting to see how it approaches it defensively. Are we going to start Calafiori? Are we going to start Timber? Is Martinelli going to be given another chance? The chances, who is he going to fall to? The chances, are they going to take advantage this time? Because last season he had a couple, and Jesus didn't score. Trossard didn't score. Decision making was not the best in the final third, so let's see how it goes this time around. So let's go to what my lineup will be for this game. Without wasting any time at all, let me put the whole lineup on screen right now, and that is my lineup. Yep, David Raya will be in goal for sure. Back four, I'm going to stick with Timber, Gabriel, Saliba, and Ben White. The only change you can make, is maybe Calafiori if you want to play Timber in midfield. But I'm happy that defense for sure. They've been incredible so far, and Calafiori is always an option from the bench. Starting from the next few games, Calafiori will be giving an opportunity. We're going to start rotating maybe Ben White, playing Timber there, rotating Timber as well. But it's great to give someone like a Calafiori a bit of time to, get used to the team and get used to the Premier League. And obviously, he also had an injury during the international break, so that didn't help. Midfield-wise, Thomas Partey will start a bit wide. He looked very, very tired against Atlanta when he gave away the penalty. Hopefully, he doesn't do that. I don't know if De Bruyne is going to play. If De Bruyne plays next to Partey, I'm a bit wide again, because when De Bruyne gets past you, I'm hoping Partey doesn't start pulling shots and stuff. So Partey, Declan Rice will need to really, really support Partey in the game. Their midfield, whoever starts, whether it's Kovacic, whether it's Foden, whether it's Rodri and De Bruyne or Bernardo Silva. The midfield is good. And then the number 10, I'm going to give it to Trossard this time round. It's going to be more of what it was against Tottenham. I think Trossard going forward a bit, Havertz coming into midfield, Havertz going forward, and then Trossard playing in midfield. I think that is what it's going to be. And then up front, Saka will play on the right side, Havertz will play up front, and then on the left side, I am sorry, Martinelli, I don't think he deserves to start this game. He might end up starting because of his defensive work. I think Atal likes his defensive work, and he was one of our best defenders against Tottenham for sure. Even if he didn't perform attacking-wise, he was one of our best defenders. But if the one chance that comes in the game falls to him, I don't know if Arsenal fans trust him at this moment. I doubt, so that becomes a problem. But I'm going to give Sterling this game. I thought about Jesus starting, but he was not. He did not look sharp at all against Atalanta. I think we need to give him time to recover properly from the injury. But last season, fun enough, Jesus started both games against Man City and started both games on the wing. The home game on the right wing and Saka was not there, and the second game he started on the left side, and he was actually lively in both games. I think in the home game he was very, very good. Probably gave him like an 8 out of 10 in that game, and in the away game he was very lively as well in that first half. So is he going to go with him as well again on the wing? I don't know, but for me, I'm going to give Sterling an opportunity. He's going to need a very, very big game. Any chance in behind, you need to make the right decision. You need to take any chances that come in behind. So that is the lineup I would go for, and then that leaves on the bench the likes of Calafiori, Kiv, if you need any defensive reassurance, and Jesus is also there. Nwaneri is also there, and yeah, a couple of other players, Martinelli as well. I don't know if he's going to start or not, but personally, I would start Sterling on that side. I thought about starting Jesus, but no, I don't think they're on form at the moment, and this is the kind of game where one chance drops to you need to finish. So let's hope that that is the case. Even from set pieces are also goals. For those ones who keep on saying Arsenal are only scoring for set pieces, Arsenal don't only score from set pieces. Arsenal scored 91 goals last season. This particular week where we are missing players, and you know, it was a tough week with 3 away games. I don't mind, like, you know, trying to get clean sheets and getting through this patch. From next week, you're going to start scoring goals. But if a chance comes along, we need to take it. So that is my team for this game. What is my prediction for Man City Arsenal? If we had a couple of the forward players on form, a Martinelli or Jesus or someone, I would have actually gone for us to nick a win, but I don't think we have players on form up front, and that is the why. Because if a chance falls on Martinelli, I don't know if he's going to take it. If a chance falls to Jesus, I don't know if he's going to take it. And the last time Saka and Havertz actually had chances against Brighton, they didn't take it as well, both of them. So I don't know if you have really confident players at the moment in terms of the forward line. So that is why I'm going to go for Man City 1, Arsenal 1. I'm going to go for Man City to get a goal because I feel like Haaland is so much on form. Even if we keep him quiet for 85 minutes of the game, is going to get an opportunity somewhere. So I'm going to go for 1-1. I'm going to go for Haaland to score, and I'm going to go for Havertz to score both of the forward players. And I will take that result. As I said, we did not win the league because Arsenal did not win at Man City. No, that would be a very good result, beating Tottenham and drawing with Man City. And 5 games into the season, I've already played Man City, Aston Villa, Leicester, Southampton, Bournemouth. You have a good run. So let me know your prediction. Let me know your starting lineup. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch up with you guys on the next one.